Hee hee.
It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Saints and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 82 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Now a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 120 yards even. Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football. 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Davis. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and adding a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to use his legs here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Mims in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And you look at the Saints defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section It says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Daniels. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Daniels. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Daron Payne never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9. Daniels looking to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. To the air goes Daniels. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 56 yards. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. And that was just 4 verticals. They were going for a big play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. Extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Dances by him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chase Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Now Moody for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Short throw caught by Pitts. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the right side and intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless for the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now it's Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Still going. Still going. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Sheds off the tackle. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start up at Ford Field. Detroit playing host to Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They start the second half here with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Daniels got London on the slant. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. A short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the give, this is their fullback. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that was a good collision. decision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just get a good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chase Brown, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Powering his way forward. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Herbert. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Herbert. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert throwing again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Godwin from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now London motioning left. Now Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7.
19 tight.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle, caught by London. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This is 2nd and 8. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Herbert now. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They start on the ground with Pirine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll run with Scott. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll roll him out right. And he is caught, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a first down here.
Let's go
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Milton.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Devontae Wyatt
able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Milton.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's Milton.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Milton. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.